This is September 20th, 2018, map clear. At least attempt at it. Let's see, what do I feel like doing today? Go with the tried and true method of bullet, 3 scorchers, and 15 tanks. Okay. Looks like we've got dual masterpieces of ice. Doom cannon, shock blaster, that's it. Shock mines are right there. Behind the cannon. So that's 2. And the next one's behind the base. Not too bad. So we're gonna deploy bullets first, followed by the tanks. And the scorchers will wait a bit because of the Doom cannon. Gonna watch that Doom cannon a little bit, make sure it doesn't switch targets on us. Now it deploys scorchers, now it's switched. We need to shock it again. Not losing tanks yet. Now the scorchers are in play. We pull another energy drink. That'll probably be the last one we'll be able to give him. Hopefully will be enough. That Scorcher's in danger, so is the other one. But it'll be good. We're gonna smoke that. Slow focus fire on the other. The last one. What? Oh, we lost a tank. But nonetheless, we did not give them any intel. Now recently I've been neglecting to clear my map, so I've been losing a lot of victory points. On this base we have a shield generator in an odd position next to that base. Very odd. A boosted health masterpiece. Looks like a boosted damage somewhere. There we are. This one we're going to take losses, no doubt. There's no offensive though. Experimental defenses. That bodes well. They're busted. They're a little bit less than mine. Naturally, boosted. Okay, for this, we're not going to deploy scorchers yet. We want to shock those sniper towers. They're actually a huge threat when like that. Now we'll deploy Scorchers on the right side. We'll shock the right side because Scorchers are by themselves at the moment. We're probably gonna hit that. And critters on our left. Barely saved that. Yeah, I lost the Scorcher. In the tank. Lost one Scorcher, 2 tanks. Not terrible. Not terrible at all. Okay, in this one, we have a Sky Shield, Shock Blaster, and a Boom Surprise to deal with. We have a Health Masterpiece. Not a very good one either. That's weird. And a building defensive damage, but no, there's a Masterpiece somewhere. Ah, there, in front. Yes, for the Shock Mines. One behind the Sky Shield, probably the others nearby. Or not. We know where one is, that's basically it. There's 2. As for the third, there's... No, that's the one I had earlier, I think. Oh, there's 3. I lost Scorchers right away at this time. Now the Boom Surprise is out, we'll shock it. Energy drink. Next shock will come to the back. No real place we can deploy critters safely, except right there. We'll shock that. Smoke that. Smoke that. And there's a clear without any losses. Sorry, distracted for a second. We have a grappler. A Sumo. And a boom surprise. Let's see here. Garden health and damage. No, there's something else here. Somewhere. Yeah, there's 2 more statues. Somewhere. But I can't find them. It matters. Okay, now for the base. 3 boom cannons around the base. Grappler to bring things in close. Shocks to shock it. Similar in the middle to do good defense. Well placed. Minus there's stuff, you could actually sneak stuff in the back. And there's all this. Energy sources are in the back too. We're gonna actually use the Legion, as I like to call them. Okay. It'd be easiest probably to go right here. More flare, shock, shit, we lost Caven. It's not good. However, should be in just enough. It could have easily ended it very badly. Very, very badly. Fortunately, it didn't. Can't claim to be an expert on using them. I generally just use them when I need them. Getting this, we got Shield Generator to the right. Shock Blaster right behind the base. Sim in front. Now, theoretically, these two booms could be avoided somewhat. I mean, technically, if you want to, I'm not seeing a lot of mines to prohibit this. You could make your way this way to the back. Only one shock in range. Park back here. Eat away from there. Possibly. But we won't. It's quite a bit of damage. Almost. It's somewhere in the 60% range. Maybe 30% to health. Just stash you there. Health, 30%. Right on the dot. Defensive building tower, 15. Not sure where the damage one is at the moment. But we're actually going to find it though. Health 13. I guess I was a little off. So the health is really 43. 33. 48. 62. Fairly close, I suppose. Some, There's one shock. So we have a hider. There's two. Should be one in the middle, I would suppose. Also, it could be near the shield gen. There's gotta be one here. Expected to be down the middle, but it's not. Curious. Oh well. For this, let's see. This setup will probably not work. we're going to take an additional tank. Do the health buff to Scorchers, we're also going to take them. Otherwise, I would consider actually just going all tanks. It's not actually bad. It sounds. As long as you don't need that healing near the end because of, like, say, a Sloan rocket launcher or something like that, it's perfectly fine. And considering you have enough health. Ah, there's the last shock. Use the critters actually for their damage here. With the tank that's spread out as they are, you shock the shock blast. Now this is where something where the health, the medic might have been useful, like a shock blaster or something like that, out by itself. And we don't have any energy really to take it out. That's the kind of situation you have to avoid. And the best way to avoid it is to know your limits. If you know your limits, you can avoid that and know when it's going to happen. I gave it a somewhat likely possibility. Like here, that rocket launcher is a potential place where it could happen. Man, I'm running into a lot of buffers today. It's 270. Now the biggest threat from this is actually its explosion. It virtually means riflemen are in very big danger. The worst one is a microwave. Never try riflemen against that. We can use the same setup as last time. Or not. Since they're online, we're just gonna refresh it. It's a lot of ice. 7 of them. Basically like a buffed. Double buffed. A little bit stronger, but no experimentals at all. And if you notice, all this stuff is back here, free for the taking. It's guarded by 2 machine guns, which is smart. If you only had one, you could drop critters inside that small range, but they can't hit. This is one where we're going to use more two Scorchers. Go with 4. Pull it down the middle. Notice how fast those sniper towers are ripping through bullet. As I said before, huge threat. Now here we can use critters as distraction. Lost one. Shoot. I wasn't expecting to lose that one. Oh, I lost bullet too. That would explain things. I did not actually realize I lost a bullet. Lost more than I wanted to. Well, just imagine if we didn't have experimental defenses. It'd be a slaughter. But it could be countered by the heroes. Now we got a boom surprise. Again, someone with a lot of buffs. 4 ISIS. Got a shield generator in the back with the sniper tower to guard it. Take that out, and rocket launchers are still in range. So basically, until we're about here, we won't be able to take that out and drop critters in the back. Another thing to be wary of, that grappler. That grappler actually would be a problem. So we're going to take it out. shocking that we bought ourselves time. Those booms are just gonna pick us off if we leave it the way it is. So we need to take one of them out. I probably shouldn't have gone about this the way I did. This is a mistake on my part. Nothing more. Probably gonna lose that one tank. Yep. Totally a mistake on my part. It's true, I took that out. I should have gone about this much differently. This is one where actually, or Spark might have been smarter. Oh wow. That's one thing you have to do. You gotta keep an open mind. Now, I prefer Scorcher tanks, so sometimes I don't switch when I should. So, heavily buffed. If we wait an hour, it'll wear off, though. But we won't. Don't want to wait. Okay. Shocks are easily visible. Or we can just do this. No buffs. But notice they're heavily clustered here. Those Simbos would rip any tank strategy apart. But we're not going to use a tank strategy for this. Oh no, that's a lot of energy. Does it take out all? No. Most all energy. What would that be? Say 20. So plus 20. 28. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each one of those is 34. So that's about 20, no, 17 about energy. So about 51 for the Guardians. About plus 71 energy. So we're looking about 120 unbuffed energy. It's not even counting Tribe's buff for 50, which is about 25, so about 145, 146. I mean, it's really easy to remember because of the gunboat like that, it's around 50 energy. So when you add the buffs, it's half. And that's the amount of energy they give you. Let's see, right. We'll do something unusual. His strategy is actually very vulnerable to this. Just pure Scorchers. The only thing we have to watch here is the shocks. Now, since they're going to wander all over the place, we're starting left. Shoot, I didn't even look for the shocks. So got one there. We need to do this visually. It's behind a building. It's not there. Thought they might be. They're not. 9 energy left over. Shocks is the biggest threat to this strategy. Nothing more. Last one. As you can see, that's because of the Simos there. I lost that one. When their damage is evenly spread out, it was never in question. It's hard to stop them without shocks. But that's probably why they added the shock boost in particular, because against Scorchers. Scorchers are particularly vulnerable for that. Next one. Got 2 Simos. And a shield generator in the back. Quite a few ices. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 ices. Evenly distributed? No. The Guardians are all damage. Not the smartest idea in the world. The Simo will keep us from using Everspark, though. She would be the weakest if we put her out there. Boom Cannon placement. Those two, hard to avoid. These two could be avoided. Potentially. First, we need to know where all the shock mines are. One, there. All on the right. We do something unusual here. We're gonna wrap around to the back here. We're gonna have to shock this group here, or use smokes. And we're not gonna go Scorchers off for obvious reasons. That damage would rip them to shreds. Along with the shock launchers. They are faster though than tanks. But we wouldn't have the energy. Now, Zukas is also a question, but they're just too weak to survive rockets. I don't want to smoke my way all back here. Take too much energy, and I don't exactly have a lot. Never have. And of all the strategies, Smoky Zukas and Smoky Warriors are my worst. I cannot do it right. Of course, I've never tried that much. So we're gonna go all tanks here. At least we're gonna try. Might not succeed. Oh, it will succeed. Lost quite a few tanks though. But I avoided a lot of the boom cannons. Yeah, lost a third. But I did want to try it. Okay, we got a hot pod in front. Not really a threat. No statues. And one experimental. Again, like last time. Extremely vulnerable. Scorchers. I need to save this on my loadout. Shut up. Sorry about that. That interruption was due to roommate, basically. Not exactly roommate, but people I rent from, let's just say. Now, back to this. In the shock blaster will be the launcher, will be the biggest threat. So we're going to shock this one. We're going to destroy the second one. And the next biggest threat will be the boom cannons. So we'll continue to shock them. But it's not really a problem. Now, this is what would happen in the other one if there would have been the Simas there. There's a shield generator, a grappler, shock blaster. With a lot of ice. But we're not going to deal with it. Less ice. Don't see any experimentals though. So we're gonna do the same thing we did last time. Take it from the left. There'll be more energy to gain this way. We're gonna get some energy here first. I'm gonna go all the way wrap around to the left. Now, one of the Scorchers has some relatively low health. Now, given the way they space the building, it lets the Scorchers go a particular direction. We're going to use critters to distract them. Still lost it. That relatively went okay. Only lost 2. That's basically its limit. It's the shock launchers that are the problem. Still, I'm basically using gold as fast as I'm making it. Now this, bad. God, we're gonna refresh that one. We could have taken it, but it was not risk it. Rocket launchers in front. Hot pots. But the shock launchers are so far off. Yeah, we can use scorchers on this. Energy. Is we at 17? Pushing all the beam cannons out of the shock launcher range, that basically the shock launchers weren't a factor until now. There's not very many of these things that can do damage. Now hot pots can, so we'll shock them. See how fast that scorcher health by the hot pot went down? That's why they're a threat. We basically went through every single defense though. Including an experimental one. Now this is odd and bad for them. They've grouped all their defenses tightly together. They have better than average, I suppose. But that grouping will kill them. The Doom Cannon is an issue, along with the Simo. If it wasn't for the Simo or the Doom Cannon, I would actually consider using grenaders for this. What would be best? On a glance. So keeps us from wanting to use tanks. Legion, maybe? It's a potential one, definitely. The only issue is with boom cannons. Let's test it out. Basically, what we're going to do here is test out how the destruction of the rocket launchers plays out. If the boom cannons are close, we'll consider taking them out as well. Now you might wonder why. Oops, wrong one. The reason why is simple. Those boom cannons are more or less in range of most of the defenses there. Most of the support buildings, like residences and so forth. Oh, so are the shock launchers, though. I forgot about that. I just want to see how it plays out first. Not as well as I hoped. So we're not going to use that. Probably we'll go with this. So we need 56 energy to launch all of our troops. We're basically using the Scorchers here as a totally distraction, not as a meat shield. Because of the Simo. We just need to stick around that long. Now I've underestimated the shock blasters again. Now with one of them gone, that helps. We're using the critters here as distractions. We're trying to keep that rocket launcher off of our tanks. Which works. Whew. Could have ended very badly. Because I underestimated the shock bolt launchers once again. It's a worst case scenario. Or shock launchers basically don't fire at the same time. They're targeting the same cluster of troops, so virtually there is almost no time when they're not under a shock. There are 3 Doom cannons. This is a situation you don't use Scorchers. This set was virtually made for this. The Legion was made for it, I should say. Okay. Without any ices, this is relatively easy. Take out that group of mines. Now it's helpful that the Caven can summon Rifleman. So I've summoned 75 already. I get almost 100 now. There's a couple of Zukas he's revived. Which is good because I lost most of my Riflemen. There are only a few more now. 2, perhaps? Moderate buff. But I just don't like that base. Though this one's worse. The natural buff here is over 100. We're going to attack this though anyways. Doom Cannon has issues, but now this troop setup costs 64 energy to deploy.
I'm the Horde.
Oh god, Dr. Caven back to the tanks. It's out of range. This is a very bad attack, honestly. I wanted to attack it though with Scorcher tank setup. I probably shouldn't have. It's too late now. Just hope their health holds on. And it will. There's 3 there. Down to last tank. And she succeeds. Oh, what was... buff on that was quite high. We're going to replay that. I want to see what the buff was. Minor. As you can see, normal. 15. Damage is at 74. Whew. 89.
Splendid.
104. So far 104 for damage. Health 30. 43. I'm missing a few statues. I'm missing one. One statue is missing. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Live tanks here can actually show me where some of these are. At least on if they're on the left side or not. But I figure they're not. Where is that last statue? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sure it's almost another ice. There it is. It's another health. It's at 104. Damage is 104. Health was at 43. 56. So this is where I'm something that has a higher damage than I do. I would say equivalent. And we have one more. buff the health, that's it. We have a Doom Cannon though. And unfortunately, it's not skirting the edge. It goes like this machine gun, skirting the edge, right here. We could actually hit it on the very tip of the corner, but it would have to be close, very close. The ideal one for this is Legion again. And I've slowly lost actually gold over this. Fortunately, virtually none of the rocket launchers are underneath there. There we go. Now, we're also going to be careful about the hot pot later on. Now, those ones I can deal with. For this, we're just going to continue summoning riflemen as we go. Now we did that to shock the hot pot and shock launcher at the same time. And now it's dead. Now we need to shock the second shock launcher. And it's done from here. That should be everything. Oh, that one's still there. That's a resource base still. We'll be fighting over this forever, I think, at this point. When did he take it back? Oh, there we go. And there we have it. So I take it. I mean, basically, unless one of us gets buffed. Well, actually, I don't think either of us have ices. Neither of us has ice statues. So basically, since we're at the point where no defenses are being added. Given that, it's virtually impossible for either of us to actually keep this. I mean, we've tried reorganizing them. Obviously, this is my attempt. Stop his warriors, and it doesn't work. Nothing does. And that's it for today. It's all clear. Everything is clear. But we have a lot of resources. We're probably gonna wait for that until the crab and have the crab resources go towards that. Seems my prototype expired. This is what I designed this my basic exactly to do. Utilize at least one shield generator, preferably two. Never tried three though. Not that it matters without ice. Someone takes a lot of these though, unfortunately. I'm going Shock Blaster. Wait. Whoa. No. If it was a microwave, I would have considered it. Now, if this that resource base had shock launchers, I probably could take it. I am not going to boost that. Cryoneer, I mean, I don't even need to even think about that to know it's a bad idea. Cryoneers naturally tend to overshoot. Well, go closer than they need to. So just imagine how bad it would be to boost the speed entirely for a Cryoneer. I mean, they're already bad enough getting too close. The biggest notice you'll see when something gets too close is if you use Speed Serum. And tanks start to overshoot then. I didn't reduce that. Thought I did. You really don't see for cost reduction, you don't see the best until you get to the last one. Unlike the previous one, it actually gets better as it goes on. Because it becomes less and less and less. We have 100 left. to spend a little bit on defense. No, they're not quite maxed out yet. They're close. But that's it for today.